from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, March 18th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. A large drug bust in Butler Township uncovered over 160 marijuana plants. WYLN's Gary Perna has more from Police Chief Brian Sabatini.
Police in Butler Township confiscated over 160 marijuana plants with a street value of over $450,000 back on February 18th. An arrest warrant was issued on March 2nd for 36-year-old Daniel Lopez, who was tracked down in Florida thanks to the help of the United States Marshals. Today, WYLN spoke with Police Chief Brian Sabatini about the drug bust at 11 Mink Spring Court in Beach Mountain Lakes.
With the assistance of the United States Marshals, Mr. Lopez was located in Miami, Florida. He is currently being extradited from Florida back to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania by means of the warrants that are out by the Butler Township Police and for violating his Pennsylvania state parole.
Along with the marijuana plants, some which stood 8 feet tall, police confiscated more than 50 growing lights and 5 pounds of processed marijuana. According to the press release from police, the investigation also revealed that electricity was being stolen so that the growing equipment could be operated. PPL estimates the theft of electricity of over $37,000. Chief Sabatini said Lopez will be extradited from Florida and brought back to Pennsylvania.
The Butler Township Police Department were contacted by agents from the Pennsylvania State Parole. Upon them conducting their checks of their parolees, they discovered what we found out to be a grow operation at the residence in Mink Springs Court.
Sabatini thanks those that were involved in the investigation, including some of the residents.
Basically, upon the information we obtained from the state parole, it shows how law enforcement agencies work together hand in hand, and also I'm speaking about concerning concerned citizens also. Their tips or leads assist us in a great deal of conducting our daily duties as law enforcement officers.
Lopez will be charged by Butler Township Police with manufacturing a controlled substance, theft of services, criminal mischief, which are all felonies. In Butler Township, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
3 separate Turkey Hill mini-marts in the Wilkes-Barre area were robbed Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, according to police. The first robbery took place at the Turkey Hill on Main Street in Wilkes-Barre around 9:30 p.m. Police say a white male entered the store and demanded money from the clerk with an undisclosed weapon. The second Turkey Hill, this time on Hazel Avenue in Wilkes-Barre, was robbed just before midnight. A white male suspect entered the store and displayed a weapon while demanding money from the clerk. The third Turkey Hill, located on Rudder Avenue in Kingston, was robbed just before 4 a.m. on Wednesday. Police say it was also a white male who was armed with a box cutter. He entered the store and also demanded money. The description of the suspects were up on your screen. If you have any information about the robberies or know the identity of the suspects, you are asked to call police immediately by dialing 911. A Berwick man has been indicted by a federal grand jury on charges of producing child pornography. According to United States Attorney Peter Smith, 57-year-old Ricky Sittler persuaded and induced a minor to engage in sexually explicit conduct to produce pictures. The acts happened between November and December of 2014. The charges stem from an investigation by agents from Homeland Security, the Berwick Police Department, and the Columbia County DA's office. If convicted of the charges, Sittler faces a mandatory minimum prison sentence of 15 years. According to officials, faulty wiring sparked the fire that tore through several homes on South Walnut Street in Mount Carmel on Monday morning. Fire investigator Lieutenant Chris Buhay said that the fire started in the first floor living room wall shared by 215-217 South Walnut Street. It took nearly 4 hours to extinguish the blaze, and several fire departments from around the area responded. A total of 13 people are displaced from the fire. Fireman James Reed Sr. was transported to a hospital after suffering burns while fighting the fire and is expected home today. Reed also suffered cardiac arrest. Reed was taken to Geisinger Medical Center in Danville and then transferred to Lehigh Valley Hospital Cedar Crest's burn unit. The Hazleton Area School District Music Department presented Music in Our Schools Month instrumental celebration last night at the Hazleton Area High School. Our Julie Stefanovich stopped by and has the story.
The Music in Our Schools Month concert featured students from grades 5 through 12. The Honors Jazz Ensemble, Concert Band, Wind Ensemble, and the Hazleton High School Concert Band showcased classical to pop contemporary pieces. The highlight came at the grand finale when a composition written by Rob Walker paid tribute to legendary Angela Park.
I'm just floored by the amount of effort that the kids put into the concert tonight and into practicing their music and getting ready for this big special event, our Music in Our Schools Month. And it made the performance of the grand finale, Angela Park Celebration, extra special for me and many of the audience members who were here, including some of the Barletta family.
Congressman Lou Barletta was not able to make it to last night's performance, but he did send a statement to be read to the young performers.
Angela Park was a tremendous part of my personal history, as well as being an important segment of Hazleton history itself. Built by my family and named after my grandmother, Angela Park was a destination for many families seeking to provide wholesome fun for their children. In its heyday, Angela Park was a jewel for Hazleton. I think it's a wonderful thing that you are remembering the park's contribution to the community.
A slideshow was made possible to coincide with the music by drums native Jim Fitchard. Jim has fond memories of days at the park.
It was essentially my backyard. It was my playground. So I have that as a childhood memory. I've also collected Angela Park memorabilia over the years and got in contact with other collectors. We swapped items and swapped stories, and I'm part of a Facebook page now that is almost 2,500 members strong for fans of Angela Park. And about a year ago, I was contacted by Rob Walker, the composer of the piece that you heard for the finale, and he asked me if I could put together a slideshow to accompany with that. And then over the course of the year, I became introduced to Mr. Fadden, and we worked together and coordinated everything so that it was the nice presentation that you saw tonight.
Angela Park t-shirts are also on sale. 20% of the proceeds will benefit the HASD Instrumental Music Department. To order your commemorative Angela Park t-shirt, log on to booster.com/HHSBand2. Deadline to order is Sunday, March 22nd. In Hazel Township for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Time now for a first look at our forecast with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk in the Weather Center. Joe, I hear some snow is in the forecast for Friday, the first day of spring, may I add, but hopefully we aren't expecting too much after the winter we experienced this season.
Yeah, spring doesn't officially get underway until 6:45 on our Friday evening, but across our area, nothing really going on except across extreme northeastern PA. See this band of some snow showers? Some areas up there picked up 1, 2, 3 or so inches of snow. It is now 31 in New Angol, 40 degrees in Bloomsburg, 40 degrees in Danville. For those of you watching us on Service Electric in Wilkes-Barre, we welcome you aboard as always. You're enjoying temperatures in the upper 30s, but with the winds, it's making it feel like it's about 26. You'll see partly cloudy skies staying windy over the next couple of hours. 9 o'clock, it'll be down to about 25, and by the 11 o'clock hour, it'll be down to about 23 degrees. Well, we will have the complete 7-day forecast coming up a little bit later on, and it does include the chance of some snow for our Friday. I'll explain a little bit later on.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, members of the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce were invited to the Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences this morning for a special red carpet breakfast, and our Gary Perna has all the details. Also tonight, a look at this year's Girardville St. Patrick's Day Parade set to kick off at noon on Saturday. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazleton's only local news broadcast with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, weather with Joe Garbaczyk, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit Hazleton.
Welcome to Fairway Chevrolet, Pennsylvania's #1 truck dealer. From the longest-lasting, most dependable full-size pickup, the tough all-new Silverado, to the rugged 3500 Chevy dump truck, Fairway has your truck. Drive home in a brand new Chevy Silverado during Fairway Chevrolet's Truck Month, starting at $19,995 or $246 per month. Hey, no one beats a Fairway deal. Make no mistake about it, Fairway Chevrolet is Pennsylvania's #1 truck dealer.
This morning, leaders from the business community came together at the Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences for the monthly red carpet breakfast. WYLN's Gary Perna has more.
This morning, business leaders from the greater Hazleton area took a tour of the Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences School for this month's red carpet breakfast. Superintendent of Schools Dr. Francis Antonelli, Principal Rocco Petrone, and Assistant Principal Marie Ernst were the tour guides.
And it's an opportunity for the community folks to come in and tour the building, meet our students, our wonderful faculty, and get a sense for what the Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences has to offer to the students of the Hazleton Area School District.
Antonelli said the STEM school is one of the many offerings the district has for students.
Is an offering that we have. It's a specialized STEM offering for students interested in STEM-related careers, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But we also have tremendous offerings at the Hazleton Area High School and the Hazleton Area Career Center.
Principal Rocco Petrone told WYLN that the students are what make the school what it is.
They're great kids that come from great families. They try so hard. And I'm not just talking about one entity. I'm talking about the 3 entities that we have for Hazleton Area High School. You have the Academy of Sciences, Hazleton Area Career Center, Hazleton Area High School. We have 3,300 students, 236 teachers, and it's just an atmosphere where we stress hard work, we stress rigor, but at the same time, we do it with a caring hand.
Petrone said this year will be the first year that students from the STEM school graduate. 10th grader Jose Tiardo said he loves this school and is thrilled that the district offers this curriculum.
This school is like a really great opportunity to help students, you know, have a more individualized approach and hands-on, because the teachers here are very helpful and they're not afraid to reach out to you and be able to aid you in anything that you want to do. Like, for example, if I'm having trouble in a math class, a teacher will pull me aside and they'll be able to help me any way I want them to.
CanDo Vice President Joe Latier said the school is a great way to get students into the STEM field.
Really, the hope is for CanDo is the STEM curriculum, this STEM school, this environment helps not only with our recruitment of business, it allows for students to enter those fields that are desperately needed for the area, that they end up coming back to the community, that they start businesses, that they find jobs in businesses that are already here, and also help our recruitment of business to the community itself.
Both the district and the business community were thrilled to spend a few hours together in the STEM building. In Drums, for WYLN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic is back with a full look at our forecast and details on how much snow we can expect on Friday. Plus, a look at the 12th annual Girardville St. Patrick's Day Parade this weekend. Stay tuned.
Your home should be filled with the ingredients that most inspire you. And let relaxed sophistication fill the air and the walls around it. Find beautiful cabinetry, finishes, and details that capture your personal style. Craft-Made. It becomes you.
Call, click, or visit your local Craft-Made dealer today.
Can I use this in my kitchen?
What's your amperage? Get a multi-tester on your positive lead. If it's wired three-phase sequential and grounded right, it might work. You'll need these for the install.
Shocked by customer service these days?
Amperage?
Service Electric Cablevision has the ultimate entertainment experience. Let our friendly team hook you up with a new whole home 6-tuner DVR. Record up to 6 shows at once, then access everything from any TV in your home. Service Electric Cablevision. It's all about you.
Easter is just around the corner. Let Carmen's Bakery and Deli help you with all your family gatherings. Everything is made fresh and on the premises with the best quality ingredients, from their famous nut and poppy rolls to their homemade breads, pastries, and pies. Carmen's has everything you need for your holiday table. Made-to-order specialty cakes and deli trays too. Catering is also available. Carmen's will do all the work for you. Don't forget to order your Easter pie made from Jenny Allegretto's Old World recipe. Happy Easter from Carmen's Bakery and Deli.
Well, we have the sunshine out now and got a couple of those cumulus clouds present, but you know what, despite the sunshine, it was just very cold today because when you combine temperatures, those winds have been howling. In fact, they're still howling and really quite high across our region. That's making it feel colder than the actual air temperature indicates. Here's a look at the radar statewide for you right now, and there's nothing going on throughout much of the state of Pennsylvania, but as you headed toward the north and east, that's where they had a band of the stubborn snow showers that really just kind of stuck around for quite some time in places toward the northeast, out of our viewing area and beyond the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton area. Some places actually saw 2, 3, 3.5 inches of snow from some of those snow bands that set up across extreme northeastern Pennsylvania. But we didn't have to worry about that for our area. We were pretty much dry. Temperature-wise, though, our live Lehigh tire conditions were still in the upper 30s. 37 degrees to be exact, but look at those winds. 20, 25, 30 miles per hour, and that of course is making it feel much colder than what the actual air temperature indicates. Almanac page for the day, 37 and 18 is split in temperatures. Averages are 47 and 28. 74 and -1. The records still stand. 7:10, 7:14, sunrise and sunset for tomorrow. 36, Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport. 41 in Williamsport. 37 in State College. Next few hours across our area, we'll have partly cloudy skies, staying windy, temperatures falling to about 20 degrees. Satellite and radar. Well, this is just a radar because look at the band of some heavier snow that's set up across northeastern PA. Again, 2, 3, 3.5 inches of snow they got. For our area, we didn't see anything. Next weather system comes from the southwest. That's going to make its way toward the north and east. And before all is said and done, as we go into our Friday, notice the blue showing up. Yeah, it looks like we're going to start to see some snow overspreading our area. Those temperatures tonight's going to continue to be cold, dropping down into the teens. A chilly day tomorrow, generally only in the 30s. Some areas may be near 40 degrees. And a cold night as we head into tomorrow night. So we stay dry as we head into tomorrow. The precipitation stays toward the south, but then it makes a run for our area as we go into our Friday. And then it's going to move out of here very quickly. And then through next week, we're going to have some shots of some cold air from time to time. Here's a look at the extended forecast. Have the chance of some of that snow in as we go into our Friday. Spring arrives 6:45 in the evening. Some showers for Saturday, milder, and then in the 30s for Sunday and Monday, and then up into the 40s as we go into the middle part of next week. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery number is the pick 244, the pick 3 879, and the pick 4 3455. We'll have more for you coming up after this break.
Life has its twists and turns. It can take many different shapes. But a good retirement plan changes with your life. And as we talk about what you're putting away and how much you'll need to retire, what was uncertain becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational, speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
On Saturday, March 21st, the 12th annual Girardville St. Patrick's Day Parade will get underway at noon. Today, we stopped down in Girardville to talk all about the St. Patrick's Day festivities that will be taking place in just 3 days. A small town in Schuylkill County is counting down the days until the 12th annual Girardville St. Patrick's Day Parade, set to take off this Saturday, March 21st at noon. Between 20 to 30,000 people are expected to fill up the town of just 1,000 residents. Parade manager Stephen Barrett says this year's parade is dedicated to the Coal Region athletes from high schools around the area. This year's Grand Marshals are also Mickey Holland, the former high school boys basketball coach from Mahanoy area, whose winning career prompted the school to name the gymnasium after him. Also Sam Matta, a longtime sports reporter for the local newspaper.
We're saluting their championship seasons. We have many teams in the area that made playoffs, district playoffs, but they didn't get all the way to the state championship. So, but we're trying to recognize them, the community, and support them. So they've been all invited to the parade and march in the parade.
Joseph Wayne, the president of the Ancient Order of Hibernians Division 1 in Girardville and chairman of the annual parade, says they are gearing up with only 3 days until the parade. Wayne said the entire community comes out to support the parade along with many others from the surrounding areas.
It's one of the finest and biggest parades here in the Eastern Coast. We get a lot of bagpipe bands, a lot of AOA support. We have busloads coming in from Pittsburgh, from Philadelphia, and other surrounding communities as visitors, but most of them are marching in the parade. So we have a nice turnout as far as attendance is concerned, and we have a nice turnout as far as participants are concerned.
One of the reasons we do this parade is to salute the coal miners and salute the history of the Irish, and most of a lot of it would be the Mon Maguires, our forefathers that fought for the labor industry in our area. Is a way we could recognize them. And this year we're recognizing our athletes that bring a lot of popularity and famous to our area when they play in the state championship and throughout the country when they play professional.
With the thousands of people expected to attend this year's parade, Barrett says to come prepared and come early, especially if you need to find a parking spot.
Best things that you need to worry about is try to get here early. Try to get here prior till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, because that's when we start shutting down the main streets, the parade route. So because we have to bring in the buses and the floats and everything and stage them to start the parade. And then the parking is always limited. And then, there's still some snow on the ground, so that makes it a little difficult. But if you get in early, get a good parking spot, and then you can move throughout town, on foot. And maybe going to a private party or visiting friends, and try to get here early and try to get that spot. There'll be parking in the area of the borough office building or office complex, but also, we're going to use that for parking buses for the bands and the marching units.
For this year's parade, Wayne says the security is on overload.
Act responsibly. They say everybody's Irish in St. Patrick's Day, and unfortunately, every time somebody gets in an accident or you hear somebody drunken driving or something, right away it's drunken Irish, and we're a little tired of that. Other ethnic groups don't get hit with the filthy T-shirts they put out, like people from Pittsburgh and Philadelphia came in last year with foul language on it, and we threw them out here. I asked people either to turn their church T-shirts around or leave. But we ask them to have a good time, respect one another, and respect somebody's property. And please, don't interfere with the parade route. We find out a year later that people don't want to come back because visitors to the town come in too early, imbibing all the way in, and then they start harassing the people in the parade route and some using foul language with the kids or even spraying the horses with that silly string. So we try to emphasize safety.
The organizers of the parade were recognized a few years ago by the Schuylkill County Visitors Bureau for what the parade does for the economy in the county.
Just about every motel around here and restaurants benefit from it. We collect from everybody, and everybody seems, from the vendors and everybody else, seems to make money out of it. We don't. We raise money by collection from the people in the community support us very well every year. Our sponsors that we get every year, corporate sponsors, come over and help support the bands, and our Ladies AOH comes over, a big donation for us every year. But basically, we do a lot of fundraising on our own, and it's the idea of doing something for the community and for the area.
For more information on the parade, log on to GerardvilleIrishParade.com.
Happy St. Patrick's to everybody, and come to Gerardville for one heck of a good time.
Coming up next, Eric DeBerardinis is in with sports here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Last night, Holy Redeemer girls basketball appeared in the state semifinals for the second straight year, aiming for that elusive trip to Chocolatetown, but first would have to get by the top-ranked team in the country. Holy Redeemer figuratively and literally looking to knock off Goliath. Newman Goretti with girls that are 6'9" and 6'4". It was the defensive press that gave the Lady Royals issues early and often, but here they beat it. Alexis Lewis to Megan Cordoni, and Redeemer trails just 9-6 midway through the first. Saints forced the turnover though, and Kamaya Smalls weaving her way to the basket for 2 of her 18. Siani Cryer, she's going to Georgia Tech next year. Beautiful outlet to Anjay Timber, who finishes at the rim with contact as Newman Goretti pulls away. They're up 43-19 at the half. Lewis attempting to extend her illustrious career steal in the length of the court on her way to 20 points. But Goretti proves their #1 ranking is completely legit. Selfless basketball. Cryer with the score, and the Saints win 77-41 and are heading to Hershey for the AA championship, while Chris Parker and Alexis Lewis reflect on what went wrong during the loss, but also what went right during a terrific season and career.
Started off the game, I talked about the importance of having to weather the storm. And in the start of the game, I had some kids confused, not communicating on defense, losing track of their men.
I mean, we were turning the ball over a lot. Like, we weren't playing like our normal selves. Like, I think their pressure kind of got to us a little bit, and we were like looking to get the ball away too fast instead of like taking our time, and I think that affected us a little bit, but we did the best we could. All the accomplishments I've had, my 1,000, my 2,000, breaking the conference record, I mean, they're all great accomplishments, and I'm happy that I was able to do it. I couldn't have asked for a better group of girls to play my 4 years with, and I couldn't have done anything without them, and I can't wait to continue my career for the next 4 years.
And so it's been very special for me as a coach to have the opportunity to coach a kid of her caliber. I know that she's going to be extremely successful at Iona. She's going to have a great career. She's going to be a star there. We're really going to miss her. These girls are really going to miss her because you're talking about taking away 30 and 15 every night, and that's going to be tough to replace.
Stay tuned. Joe Garbacik is in with a final look at the forecast coming up.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
Hey, we got temperatures now in the 30s and lower 40s, but tell you what, those winds will still be a factor right through this evening. Partly cloudy skies, temperatures dropping down into the lower 20s. And we do have a chance of some snow in the forecast. That's going to be on our Friday. And ironically, we're going to greet the snow with officially spring at 6:45 p.m. on Friday. And then a little bit milder for Saturday, colder again for Sunday and Monday, a little bit milder for Tuesday and Wednesday. So we're going to continue to see these ups and downs with those temperatures for a while anyway.
All right, well, I guess there's it's inevitable. Snow for Friday. Maybe that's when we should make you wear shorts. It's our last opportunity.
That's fine.
All right, sounds good. Make sure you sign up for Eric's bracket.
Yeah, WY Island Sports, ESPN.com. Really simple, free to join, compete against myself, and just looked at your bracket. You went chalk. You picked all the favorites, but that's okay.
I did. You never know. Someone who doesn't know sometimes wins.
It could happen.
Definitely join. You're going to want to check it out. Have a good night, everyone.